Sisyphus does not have a happy story. For cheating death on multiple occasions and leading a very sinful and miserable life of trickery, he was punished by the gods to punish a boulder up a hill. This seemed like an easy task at first, but the curse of his punishment is that as the boulder nears the top, it will always fall back down, with a disturbing sense of familiarity that we all know. Sisyphus' predicament is not unlike our own. His task has no ultimate meaning, you say? Well, what's the meaning of life? He will never get to the top? Well, when will you get to the top? When will you have enough money? When will you be happy enough? The only pain of Sisyphus' task is having to push the boulder, having to do, the pain of doing. But maybe this doesn't have to be painful at all. I hear far too often the words, if I did. If I ran as much as you, I would be faster. If I studied that much, I would get good grades too. If I played Overwatch for that many hours, I too would be in the top 500. What these people don't understand is that doing it is the hardest part. In fact, it's the only part. Committing long periods of time to one task while sacrificing all others. Doing the same thing repetitively for indefinite periods of time with the hope of getting better. But don't for 1 second call it meaningless or all for nothing, because name me one thing that isn't. See, the way Albert Camus, the philosopher behind the quote on screen, sees it, is that the possibility of our daily struggles ending holds us back. We imagine ourselves a salvation in the future, maybe through religion, believing when I go to heaven, I'll be happy, or through a monetary mindset with, when I retire, I'll be happy. But Camus discourages this. He insists on being happy now, because we are free at every moment. Sisyphus is dead. He knows no salvation is coming, yet he rebels against nihilism and despair and still pushes on, free in his own punishment, embracing the meaninglessness of his task. So, you think Sisyphus sits next to a tree surrounded in hellflame and says, hey, when I push this rock, I'm sure I'll get ripped. No, he gets up and pushes it, because there is a satisfaction to a task while you're doing it, a satisfaction to doing. There is no rich enough, there is no happy enough, but that's okay. For I imagine Sisyphus looking down at his tumbling rock and chasing after it, with a smile on his face, happy to start his challenge anew.